What is going on? Spirit. What messages to end the live, please? Last energy check. Ooh, secret society. It's secret society time. Or time's up with something, or this has to do with timing. I just heard it's about time. Yeah, something's old and it's like musky. Fresh air in reverse. Something's unexpected. Secret society, what about this? Cancer coming out either or. So maybe that's maternal energy, like not balanced, or there could be a distorted Cancer, or there could be a positive Cancer as well as a... So there could be one person that has positive maternal energy and one that doesn't, that's not nurturing, not maternal. Part of a secret society, or Cancer could be part of a secret society. What about time here? What? Ooh, addiction. So the reason that something's taken the time that it has is because somebody's part of some kind of society that feeds their addictions here. It's old, it's stagnant, there's no fresh air, they're breathing old oxygen in there. Yeah, triggered. Who is this? Okay, so somebody's dream person, and there's some kind of secret group or squad, gang, or something here that wanted time to, I don't know, do something with this organization, and they didn't want somebody to do something new. They didn't want somebody to do something fresh here. Could involve a Cancer or like a feminine that has unbalanced yin energy that was triggered. Because they're like, they have addictions and they wanted time to indulge, but I feel like somebody's realizing you're their dream person and it's your upper hand and your call now. Whereas before, maybe somebody needed time to overcome an addiction, or needed time to decide whether or not they wanted to be an addict to something with this dark group that you weren't allowed to know about or be part of. It wasn't about fresh air. If somebody was triggered, it was something to do with an addiction and time. And there was some kind of distorted feminine energy maybe here. It's like you, I don't know. This is giving you were leading towards some kind of decision, a new, fresh, something fresh, new. And somebody was triggered because maybe they weren't ready for something fresh and new, because they were still addicted to something, not ready to let go of something. Okay, let me know if somebody is in the queue for personal read and which financial institution to check. Okay, I'll totally do your read after this. Right now, this is the energy check. Thanks for letting me know, love. But yeah, it's like maybe... Yeah, somebody wasn't ready to give something up, but now they're realizing you are their dream person and it is your call. You have the upper hand. Whereas before you weren't given like a choice. Somebody just kind of like was triggered and they chose addiction time instead. They chose what they were used to. They chose what was shadowy. And they didn't tell you about it because like, it's like, I don't know, it's like the secret society. It obviously goes against you. It's obviously shadowy. Could have to do with a mother figure, or like maybe they felt like they were going to lose their stability or their foundation or something. So when it came to new beginning, there were people here that had delusions of grandeur. They felt entitled. Yeah. They wanted somebody to neglect their duties of whatever it is that you were like heading towards with somebody, and overthrow your authority here, is what I'm getting. So somebody here got triggered and that fed into their addictive energy. Maybe a karmic mother could be significant, and they didn't want you to know about some kind of group or secret society. But you're somebody's dream person, and it's your call, it's your decision. So maybe now somebody's giving you the due respect if you are so kind to allow them to still. They should have had boundaries. They should have said, I don't know, let me talk to my partner. I'm sorry, I don't know if I can keep this society a secret anymore. I have a partner now. Is that what I'm getting? Okay. 2222 could be significant. 2025 could be significant. Okay, yeah, somebody overthrew your authority and neglected their duties or their agreement with you because they were triggered. Because there's somebody's been addicted to whatever the secret society is for a long time, and the secret society, which is obviously low vibrational, y'all. I don't know what it is. It could be a sex cult. It could be, you know, a lifestyle. It could be something that like a group of people do that they didn't want you to be part of it. They didn't want, because maybe like it doesn't support what you were trying to do here. They wanted to overthrow you and get somebody to neglect their responsibilities. And they did this by triggering somebody through criticism, constant criticism, putting seeds of doubt. Yeah, they could have criticized somebody that all they cared about was politics and ambition, or they could have criticized somebody and saying that you like, this is where the somebody could have felt like the victory was in the secret society because of politics and ambition. And because they were being criticized, they got triggered and in their ego. But really, this just fed their addictions for a long time, and they weren't ready. Like, it's like they still... And that's what's taken so much time. It's like, this is something low vibrational. Yeah, look, this is a waste of time. There's a new beginning here, though, if you'll allow somebody after they overthrew your authority. Maybe this is a continuation of the energy check we did. Feels like it. Yeah, because at the end, remember those three masculines came out in the upright? It's like they want to do what they can to make it right. It's your call, though, because they're realizing now that you are their person. Like, they choose you over everything else. This is after they completely fucked up, though, is what it feels like. But it is genuine now, but it's like they kept something from you. Some kind of secret group, some kind of secret plan, some kind of... And they were addicted to overthrowing your authority for as long as they possibly could. Separating you. All they cared about was prosperity and like politics and ambition. But something isn't right here. Yeah, something was a waste. It's just like they just wanted to delay and just cause problems here for shadowy reasons here. Something should have always been your call, but somebody here felt like they could just be triggered, cause some kind of like disruption, leave, and then find you in the same state waiting for them whenever they felt like coming back. Is that what this is? Yeah, somebody has addictions, y'all. Vice, and the secret society obviously feeds that, whatever it is. So, what are we doing here? Yeah. Somebody's karmic mother could be significant or something like this. Or something's just cancerous. It's just like... Yeah. Spreads like a plague or something. Let's see. What's going on here, please? Yeah, somebody had a fantasy or like... Oh. Somebody had a fantasy on how to make somebody be introverted or separate somebody. Like... And keep something private at the same time. They could have planned this and like text each other and like they daydreamed about this. But something was merit making here, which caused conflict. So somebody was angry at the fact that, like, your goodness, your humanity, your morality. Okay, so obviously the secret society is very shadowy because it doesn't... Morality is a problem, apparently. So somebody here didn't like that difference. That somebody was, like, you know, ascending and going up in vibration. They wanted them to stay stagnant in the secret society addiction vibration. Mm-hmm. As if that's more important. As if that's more important. Sorry, guys. My battery's running low. Give me a second. Okay. So somebody could... Somebody's dysfunctional family could have, like, scheduled this. They could have, like, planned this. Oh, my God. That's why somebody withdrew. They knew how to trigger and feed into somebody's addictions. Or they wanted to make you obsessed and, like, trigger you. Yeah, somebody made a promise. Or somebody daydreamed about how to get somebody to, like, worship them. Or, like, vow. Somebody vowed something. But something was a fail, y'all. Because somebody didn't triumph. And now they're in a complete nightmare here. Because at the end of the day, somebody's still somebody's dream person. And this time, they're letting them have the upper hand like they should have since the first time. If you have kindness in your heart to even want to entertain it. Okay, because it's like somebody let their addictions and them being triggered and being influenced by a toxic secret society that they're obviously not telling you about, that they're still holding on to. They let that supersede and be prioritized over their dream person. Make it make sense. Yeah, somebody here, something was a fantasy. So somebody wanted to feel alone in their head, like daydreaming, like something was just a fantasy. But it wasn't. It was merit making. It was fucking real. Somebody was just angry. Yeah. They should have kept this vow. Instead... Yeah, so the real reason they did all this, okay, is because they wanted somebody to lose their job. Wow. The secret society. So masculine, you totally fell for it. Or feminine, who got triggered and decided to go with the old in the secret society. Yeah, somebody's mask is falling off because there's fucking eternal love here and somebody was trying to manipulate it. Exactly. Them compromising with the secret society this is how it ended up. A trap. Isolated, confined, trapped, unable to move. Fuck that shit. No luck here. No real friends. And now somebody's not ready for something because somebody saw something. They're not blind to something. About a broken commitment. And helping somebody. Jeez. Yeah. What the fuck? Somebody really fucked up. Okay. Yeah. It was all manipulation. This is why you have to have a strong will. Your relationship is only as strong as the weakest link within it. And the point is, there should be no weakest links. Okay, the point is to not have one. The point is to be on the same page with your partner and honor your commitments, honor your word. And say, I don't know about that. I found my person. And so I have to review that with my person. And you don't want me to tell my person, which is already a no. So, probably a no. I know that you're angry. And I know you're trying to put in my ear that something's just a daydream and a fantasy and it's not going to work out. But I made a promise and a commitment. And if I pay attention, actually, it looks pretty merit-making to me. Looks like there's eternal love here. So, yeah, somebody here tried to say that it was not eternal love and that you're playing yourself. Why are you even entertaining that? It's not real. That's not eternal love. It's a daydream. You're stuck in the clouds. Like this person, oh my God. Yeah, and somebody didn't want to be lonely. But the truth is that somebody just wanted to ruin somebody's career and their life so that they didn't vibrate so high, so that it would destroy your eternal love and the entire thing. So you shouldn't even want to deal with these people anymore, whoever you are. They're only ever going to... Yeah, the alarms are going off again. Yeah, somebody had an idea to cause an injury or to put somebody in danger without there being evidence. So somebody literally schemed and plotted. These people, somebody isn't a friend. They just weren't ready to give up like the secrets, this group, this toxic, whatever the fuck it is. Oh my God. It's like, I'm getting the energy of somebody that was like so hurt by this, but also they knew how it was going to end up. So you probably predicted, yeah, that's not going to work out. So you're about to just fuck everything up. Thanks a lot, partner. Leaving me in the lurch. Awesome. Sounds great. And meanwhile, something was merrymaking, and there was eternal love here. And it's like, I guess this was a hard lesson somebody had to learn. They weren't ready. It's like they had to cause destruction and entertain their addictions and waste your time, only to realize that, like, somebody was literally just keeping them in their addictions and their shadow side to keep them away from you and destroy your career. The fuck is wrong with people, y'all? It's like, they just use this masculine. And they, like risked his dream person, his dream relationship, and eternal love. He should not ever want to deal with them again. If he's serious, he doesn't want to ever deal with them again. Because the audacity, the entitlement of that, I would never forgive that shit. If somebody like got everybody to make me believe, and they like did it, they schemed and plotted, so they like got multiple people to put this in my ear, to plant seeds of doubt, just to, which is basically saying that you don't deserve real love. That can't possibly be real love. It's like, oh my God, they're attacking this person to use them to destroy something for the special partner, the eternal love part, which is you, collective. All because somebody just wasn't ready for what? The secret society not to operate the same because one person is not going to be there. Oh my God, yo. That's how much you need to belong. Maybe find a different place of belonging and have some damn respect for yourself and for this masculine, which probably he won't be talking to you anymore because that's just ridiculous. There's no fucking way. With the energy I'm getting, y'all, somebody's definitely not going to talk to somebody anymore. Unless they've done like 5 years of therapy and they understand boundaries. What's going on here with these karmics, please? But at least your masculine came around. Yeah, he caused a lot of distance, disconnection, and resentment, and he risked your entire relationship when you didn't deserve it. So he better come with gifts. He better come with like top tier effort. And like he better open up his feelings and his heart to you and be dead ass serious and hope that maybe you'll be open to it. Maybe. I don't know. Yeah. Had to do with what you're manifesting and the fact that you had the tools you needed to actually do that. Like things were actually coming into reality. It's like you had this confidence, maybe something creative for some of you, your imagination, your confidence, your some kind of opportunity and like adapting to change. They wanted to stop that. Yeah, look. They caused chaos, but you didn't compete. This is somebody who's very resentful. They felt bored. They felt disconnected, resentful. They resented this. Yeah, they didn't want an equal give and take relationship. They wanted somebody to leave and break up with you. And they did. All for frivolous, dumbass reasons, because you're a brat. And you want to keep this masculine unhealthy. Yeah, so they love bombed him. They love bombed somebody and made it sound and seem like a dream come true. It's just, oh my God, y'all. This is a hard lesson for this masculine. Yeah, they should have... You put up your boundaries right away. You saw it right away. Yeah. Because you are very protective of your destiny and your blessings. You've worked hard for these. You're not giving these away for nobody. And you clocked it, is what I'm getting. You clocked that shit. Good for you, babes, whoever you are. So in the past, you fought for yourself and somebody wasn't standing there with you. You were protecting yourself. And they just said, okay, well, bye. I can't, yeah. Somebody wanted to end your destiny. Scorpio, Sagittarius energy. They sent death and they projected serious endings to what is meant for you. It's part of your birthright. It's something you've earned. It's something that is going with the flow of the universe. It's meant to be. Ew. And it could be something creative or like something to do with your magic, your energy, your confidence. Yeah, it was very abusive. They didn't want you to fight for this. They wanted to kill it and dominate it. Psycho energy, look at this. They wanted to kill it, dominate it, claim it as their own, control it. They wanted to control the ending too, is what I'm getting. Psycho. Or maybe somebody wanted to control a Scorpio, a stalker, because they saw this person healing. And they didn't want, no, how dare you move on without me and heal and vibrate higher with that magician in the upright. How dare you get these blessings without me? Oh, wow, this is some kind of ex-lover that just simply didn't cut it, y'all. Doesn't have your magic. Doesn't work for it either. Just wanted to destroy it. As if they could ever. The fuck is wrong with you? Yeah, these are addicts. They thought that was more important than what's meant for you. No, you go be an addict and I'll still get what's meant for me over here. You can't have both. Yeah, somebody's disillusioned that they wanna get married, or maybe it was because they want to act now. They've been disillusioned. They want to manifest what you're manifesting. You're their person. This is somebody who didn't put in the effort or didn't put in the work, or because they went over there and they realized that it was just to get you to lose your job. It was very reckless. And you weren't part of this chaos. It definitely affected your stability in your job though. But your peace isn't going to be sacrificed. It will not. Somebody tried to sacrifice your peace or your balance, your earth angel energy, your stability. Yeah. Somebody went towards a gold digger here. Yeah. For some passionate energy. They left you to, yeah, but now they want to come out of the cold. They learned their lesson, I guess. This is the devil. This was the devil. This was so toxic and abusive. Somebody couldn't stand somebody's happiness. They were stalking this couple, and so they intercepted it. Yeah, look at all this happiness. The sun, the 9 of Cups, the Wheel of Fortune. Huh. They had a different view, and they couldn't stand any of this. They couldn't stand your peace and your balance. They couldn't stand the sun, the happiness. Look at all this happiness, all these blessings. Oh my God. Who would sacrifice that for some addictive energy? Are you out of your mind? Clearly you were. Came from a very insecure place. A very insecure friend or family was stalking this amazing energy, and they felt some type of way. But somebody's caught here, and they underestimated somebody. They were superficial. They can't regulate their emotions. This is somebody very destructive, y'all. They tried to steal something, get away with something, take something that's yours. They didn't trust their intuition. This is a hidden enemy. It could be Pisces from their past, from their childhood. Ugh. This person owes you an apology. And then they need to excuse themselves out the fuck of your aura. And your person has, I hope they've done some work. Because, like, what the fuck? That's just, yeah. Somebody here was feeling insecure because something felt too good to be true. They literally made, this is so evil of this feminine to do to this masculine. Like, it's not even just manipulation. It was like a slight. It was like, this is so mean. I don't know if he took it that way at the time because he was triggered because they were being criticized. But if they took a chance to assess what was done here, it's like, it was almost like they were telling this masculine that eternal love, a happy home with emotional support, a sincere friendship, a happy family life with good relationships, joyful occasions, just nothing but happiness. Look at this. 10 of Cups, 3 of Cups, 9 of Cups. So much love, it's like sickening. It's dripping from every pore of the body. The sun, happiness, warmth, energy, expression. The Wheel of Fortune, good luck, good blessings. My God, they interrupted this for this masculine and tried to convince him to the point that they did for a bit. They convinced him for a bit that it was too good to be true. This is a fantasy. You're in fantasy land. Meanwhile, they went towards addictions, which is fantasy land. That's escapism. So this feminine that was actually in competition with you, they just didn't want to see you have something. And they felt like they knew what they were talking about, and they absolutely didn't. They're just destructive and insecure. And they saw that how happy this masculine was being. They wanted to dominate you because they didn't like your perspective on things, or they didn't want to. They didn't want any sacrifices made, which could even be as mild as you setting a boundary, saying, "Hey, you can't fuck my man anymore with your secret society sex cult. So don't propose sex to him anymore." Like, it could be something like that, y'all. And that pissed her off, and she's like, I'll show you. How dare you tell me what I can or can't do? Like, literally, it sounds far-fetched, but it could be. This is somebody very insecure, and she doesn't ever want to be restricted or taken anything away from them. And, like, so what did they do to get what they want? They convinced everybody that you were just, like, selling a fantasy or a dream, as if this masculine didn't deserve those things, as if they couldn't be real with the right person. No, bitch, you just can't offer that. But you were so damn selfish and diabolical and Luciferian that you thought that you would end that just because you're insecure? You're going to disrupt somebody's peace? Try to disrupt their balance? Stalk them? Like, spread lies? And cause head games and problems? Attack somebody's foundation? Cause somebody to be reckless? And feel like, nah, it's too scary to take a leap of faith. See, this is a good example of you cannot stay in the environments that that broke you. Is this the same person that made you this way? Or did they just know how to play on your childhood fears? Because they know, like, what your fears are. Maybe this is a commitment phobe. Maybe this is somebody that is so afraid that they'll end up in a marriage like their parents, or in a where they're stuck in a contract with a person that ends up being somebody else once the marriage goes through. Then you meet the real person and the mask falls. This person could have PTSD and shit, and this person played on their childhood, their inner child wounds, just to get what they want. And what did they put in its place? Addiction. That's what they wanted for this masculine, instead of peace, magic, balance, creativity, inspiration, blessings, good fortune, good karma, tons of energy and motivation and happiness and actual healthy confidence and pride and expression, wish fulfillment, a dream come true, literally. A happy home, a happy family, maybe something that they never had before. Literally create their own, and it would be successful. This is like a cosmic. This is like specifically tailored to this masculine, sent from the universe, and they interrupted it. They wanted to kill it. That's how selfish and destructive this hoe is. So yeah. They celebrated this too. Because it bothered them. Yeah, somebody might have been wanting to get married to you, or they were showing, like, progress spiritually, like, you know, self-actualizing. Like, this could be somebody that's very insecure because they have a lot of, like, PTSD and shit. And this person completely use that to manipulate this person into doubting the relief that they were finally going to have. Like, somebody actually loved them more than anything. Like, it's like it was in alignment. It was going, like, this hoe can kindly remove herself. Okay. And from now on, this is a very hard lesson. This masculine, guaranteed, like, because this seems painful, and he probably feels so embarrassed and sad. It's probably really heartbreaking. Probably was for you too. But I feel like because you actually love him, unlike this, like, wicked witch hoe over here that has nothing to offer but her insecure ass that doesn't do the shadow work herself. She just plays on other people's childhood wounds and keeps them in infantile, destructive energy, convinces them that that's the way to go because that's what's playing it safe. And like, don't be such a fool to fall for something. Like, bitch, she's nothing like you. Why were you competing with his soulmate? You are nothing alike at all. You are the absolute opposite of this person. But you projected everything you were onto this person's eternal love and somehow convinced them because you knew that they have serious PTSD and fears. Yeah, exactly. You're a dark practitioner. You're the opposite. So this could be like literally Queen of Wands in reverse, High Priestess in reverse. That's probably Pisces or an Aries or something like this. Very destructive, very toxic. Can't regulate their emotions. So what do? They project onto somebody else to get them to lose their shit. Like, they're not the partner for them. They didn't have anything to offer to replace the real thing either. They were so selfish and destructive. And it was because, get this, they were seeing that this masculine was healing. So that just tells you how sadistic this is. They wanted to keep him unhealed. This is an anonymous enemy. Is somebody that's been working against them since childhood, representing it as something else. And I would bet that because, and it's proof that you are, that it's sincere, that you really are their dream person. Because you probably saw, instead of personalizing it, because like you had every reason to, right? Because you were the only one standing and defending your territory, which it's like, hello, your partner should be there with you. But they left. And instead of personalizing that, and I'm sure your heart broke, but because you really are their fucking soulmate, unlike this hoe, you knew that this came from a serious place of fear and there was some kind of horrible manipulation going on, and you knew it wasn't your person because you knew that there was only a disruptive energy when this other energy came in. And it was a witch. It's a dark practitioner, which means it could be a literal witch, okay, that does like sick altar spell work and all that shit, or it could be a dark psychology, like a sociopath, like somebody that's studied dark manipulation, dark empath energy, and they know how to play on somebody's worst fears, somebody's childhood wounds, to keep them in line, to keep them from living their potential because of their selfish, nasty ass. This bitch, I hope nobody wants to deal with her. She's so horrible. She doesn't love this person. And she almost destroyed the person that's meant for him, that cares about his well-being, that still fought for this even though he left, and still was worried about him even while worrying about themselves. Treated completely unfairly. They just didn't want to see you have something. This is somebody who is just so selfish and insecure. They wanted you to compete or be part of a conflict. You deaded that shit immediate. Yeah, no. Nope. You made it clear. Nope. You have to put the work in. I will only settle for an emperor. That is it. I need a leader. Somebody didn't want to put the effort into leadership. Yeah, so they like just let go of this and the cycle closed out. Like, good job. Yeah, this is a misfortune. They felt like they needed to escape. It was fear, y'all. It was like fear, fright, freeze, flight, whatever it is. Yeah, she knew that. She knew exactly what she was doing. Nasty, evil, karmic witch. You should be ashamed of yourself. You're disgusting. This poor masculine thought that he was being protected by the witch. No, disgusting. This poor masculine thought that he was being protected by the witch. No.